So, over the course of the past 7 years, GTA has slowly been deteriorating when it comes to what it once was in terms of a video game franchise. GTA 5's launch back in 2013 was one of the most successful video game drops of the year and the decade, but over time, with the release of GTA Online and the many DLC updates to come from Rockstar Games over the years, GTA hasn't felt the way it's felt in its early years when it comes to how Rockstar Games has been lately. Communication has dropped to what is probably its all time low in the history of Rockstar Games, and updates are months apart for both GTA and Red Dead Online, leaving us in the dark as to what to expect and when to expect it. Now, GTA wasn't always like this, but it begs the question as to whether the golden age of GTA is slowly coming to an end. Now, GTA has always been one of the biggest video game franchises for a very long time, and it's not something that started off with GTA 5. GTA San Andreas and Vice City were easily one of the champions of their console generations when they came out many years ago, showing that Rockstar Games has a pretty good track record when it comes to making good games, and they've been able to maintain that track record pretty well with GTA 4, GTA 5, and their most recent release, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's pretty safe to say that Rockstar Games definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to developing video games. However, we've seen some changes take place internally at Rockstar Games over the past few years that may be alluding to the next release to come from them to not live up to the standard of what Rockstar Games is known to drop. Now, the biggest change to take place at Rockstar Games internally in its recent years is the departure of Leslie Benzies, former president at Rockstar North. To make things short, Leslie's departure from Rockstar North definitely wasn't in good faith and ended up in a legal battle between him and the Hauser brothers, Dan and Sam Hauser, over loyalties that were owed to him, which really is a sad thing to see a long term relationship come to an end over. Now, when Leslie Benzies had left Rockstar, he didn't completely disappear from the gaming industry, but he actually went on to start his own game development studio called Build a Rocket Boy Games, which actually caught some attention recently for receiving $42 million dollars to help fund the development of their next title, Everywhere. Now, as of now, Everywhere doesn't really have any official information out surrounding the game as it's still in its early development stages, but I'm sure we can expect the game to come out around the time GTA 6 drops and to be a major competitor to the title. Now, if you do go to the Everywhere website, there is a little bit of information surrounding what the game is expected to be, and it looks to be a mix of Watch Dogs and GTA, but with Leslie Benzies leading the development of the game and the recent departure of Dan Houser from Rockstar earlier this year, it looks like this could definitely bring some competition to GTA and take over the top spot when it comes to open world games. Following up on that Dan Houser departure, this is news that comes to us from early in 2020, where one of the co founders of Rockstar Games, Dan Houser, had announced his departure from the company he's put decades into back in February this year. Now, the loss of Leslie Benzies was definitely a big hit to Rockstar Games, but to see Dan Houser, one of the founders of the company, leave this year during a time when their next biggest title is rumored to still be in development definitely does not look good for what Rockstar is currently working on. Moving on from Rockstar, later this year we can expect Cyberpunk to drop from CD Projekt Red, which have been dropping pretty successful titles in the past like The Witcher 3, and taking a look at how much they've put into the development of this game and recent rumors of crunch being put onto employees just a few weeks ahead of the game's release in November, I can definitely see Cyberpunk being the best game of the year, and if its later coming multiplayer does have a well made progression system like GTA Online, I wouldn't be surprised if the game lasts as long as GTA 5 already has. Now, 7 years for any game is a pretty long stretch if you ask me, but these days, games are being built to last with development times and costs reaching levels we haven't seen before. So I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 5 has set a new normal in terms of how long we can expect to be playing the same game from some major developers in the next few years. Now, Coming back to GTA Online, Rockstar has definitely received some heat in the recent months surrounding their push for shark card and microtransaction purchases in GTA Online, and it's a topic quite a few bigger GTA YouTubers have covered, calling out Rockstar Games for turning GTA Online into what is basically a pay-to-win online game mode. This is something pretty new when it comes to Rockstar, as in older titles, you never had the option to buy anything other than the games itself, or expansions like the Lost and Damned for GTA 4, or maybe the Undead Nightmare expansion for Red Dead Redemption. But seeing how multiplayer these days is so much bigger than the single player aspect of most games, this isn't something completely unexpected to see, even from a game like GTA. Now, to wrap things up, Cyberpunk and Everywhere are only two of what we can expect to see in the next decade when it comes to major open world games from some big developers. But I'm sure over the years, and with the hardware that next gen consoles have to offer, we're definitely going to see a massive shift when it comes to the quality and experience that games are going to offer, and whether or not Grand Theft Auto can live up to that and continue to hold the gold standard when it comes to these type of games is something we're going to have to wait to see. But with the way Rockstar has been looking from the outside looking in, things don't look too good for the future of GTA or any other development that may be going on at Rockstar Games. As a longtime fan of GTA, I obviously hope that GTA 6 is able to outdo GTA 5, and that's definitely not going to be easy for Rockstar to do. But with the amount of time and money they're probably putting into the game, I wouldn't doubt them to be able to do it. I'm interested to hear from you guys about what you think about the future of GTA and whether you think the golden age of GTA is slowly coming to an end. Aside from that, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, definitely like the video and subscribe for more GTA commentary on Rockstar Games and other GTA titles. And other than that, as always, it's been Nick Plays Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!